Hi guys! I can't believe it's almost the end of the year. Where how fast time had is what they call is that time flies, right? So yeah, today right now I'm recording this video. It's December 30, 2024. One more days, and then it's say goodbye to 2024. So this video I just want to do reflect maybe. Uh, Flashback or reflection of the whole year. For me, I think it's been incredible, right? Uh, I'm just very thankful for a lot of things. I have retired about 11 months January of this year, and the first thing that kind of worried me was uh, missing the big paycheck. But I have kind of programmed myself, like like kind of, tell myself, this is it, you got to accept it, you're just going to get your Social Security now. And I have programmed myself, so it was not so bad. It was probably, I would say, the first couple of months. Yes, I have to admit it. I miss it. I miss the big paycheck. But it's not really. I was able to handle that. One of the reason I also tell myself that I'm just giving myself like this like early retirement was only like testing the water. It's not like into full retirement. So I'm telling myself that this just in case things did not work out, I would go back to work. Of course, people say, hey, you can't go back to work when you start receiving Social Security. Yeah, you cannot go back to work, for what I understand. But once you reach your retirement age, you can go back to work full time. So, for me, that will be 67. So I'm saying, let's say, down the road, I'm still healthy. So, when I reach 67, and then my financial, it's not, as I expected. I'm ready to go back to work. Of course, I don't think I'm not going to do the same thing, like as a butler. I've been doing that for all my life here in the U.S. Since I came here, but I cannot do that anymore. I know that because now, but I'm seeing this ad. They not that many people now hiring butler, like or house manager. Usually they like to combine, butler, houseman. I can do houseman work. I have done it, in the beginning, but after that, like I think that the first, probably I would say, the first 5 years I have done that, and then after that I was just working, full-time butler. So people are probably wondering what's the difference. The difference between the houseman and the butler. The butler is more into interior, that you take care of the dining room, and then serving, of course. And the houseman, you tend to have more responsibility, like outdoor. You have to take care of the outdoor, like a patio, or sometimes wash the car, something like that. Uh, Even though some of the position I was hired as a butler, I still sometimes have to do some outside chores like washing the car. I have to do that too. It depends on the family. Some of the family I would just be strictly as a butler. That's all I do. I was working for English gentleman here in Florida and also in Pennsylvania. That's all I do was serving him breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's all my work my job just entail. Just serving him. So now if I start, if I go back to work as at 67, what would I do? Well, I think I would like to do something like a companion to I've seen it, because some of my employer, they are more in the older side, so I have seen some of them have they we have to hire a companion for them, and I've seen their words, like saying to myself, I can do that, do that job. Sometimes I feel like I'm a companion. Uh, some there are there's one job that I was hired as a butler, but the lady of the house preferred me than the caretaker, the companion. So, because I enjoy, interact with my employer, I like, talk to them, and then, basically that's all you do is just keep them company. So yeah, if I go back at 67, that's what I want to do is a companion, of course, for the wealthy people. Um, what else? So let's go see the the. I have to be thankful of a lot of things. I'm very thankful for for my career. I was gonna do the check on the Philippine retirement. I'm not can't remember. Maybe I have to post this video. So hold on one second. Let me post this video. I want to double check with the retirement Social Security in the Philippines. How much is it? One second, please. All right, I'm back. So I just double checked. The what's the highest Philippine Social Security recipient. It's at here 18,495. So if you convert that to US dollar, that's about I believe like a 300 something. Let's see, it's 320, about $320. So that's the highest. Can you imagine that? So that's why I'm saying that I am very grateful. I'm very thankful for. I don't get me wrong. I'm not getting this highest Social Security. My Social Security is just average Social Security. So, but still, I'm very thankful. And then I also do have a pension, of course. Um, yeah. So that's one thing I am very grateful. Migrate to the U.S. because of a lot of things. That's a most important was the Social Security retirement, and then what else? What else am I thankful? I'm very thankful for for uh, I everything like my dream came true. When I was still in the Philippines, I always dreamed to come to the U.S., live in New York, and because I've seen this movie, it's called Falling in Love, starring Robert De Niro with Mary Street. Um, when I was watching that movie, I was like, fantasizing that I'm Robert De Niro living in New York, and then this movie, he was wearing like a trench coat, and I said to myself, that's what I want. I want to, go to New York. I want to work in New York, and I want to wear that trench coat. Voila! When I came to U.S., that's where I landed. Yeah, my first job was working in New York for almost 6 years, and then I also dreamed to work for famous people and very wealthy, and also of course you want to get high paying job. Uh, when I started out, I was starting very low. Of course, you work as a houseman, and then I remember I was keep fighting with my employer for a raise. I was very aggressive, like when like I'm very kind of very demanding with I tell you, uh, the things I would tell my boss, my former boss, you won't believe it, when asking for even for like a bonus. I will argue with them if they don't give me a bonus. How they gonna hear it from me? I would not, I would not never shy about asking for a raise and also for my bonus. It's funny, when I was starting out, but then later I start to kind of calm down a little bit. I don't do that anymore because I don't think it's I don't think it's good when you do that. So okay, so I did that. I was able to work in New York, and I have a great time. I still love New York, even with all the things going on right now. Uh, I can tell you a lot of things, but I probably should not. I met lots of celebrity. Because I go to the city, and you go to the city, you go to uh, this big record store. I think it's Tower Record, something I couldn't remember. I usually go there, and every time you go there, you're gonna see some celebrity, a singer or something like that. Um, and then um, and then one of my passion was love the Broadway show. When I was still in New York, I'm gonna tell you that I think I watched all the Broadway show in New York. See, and then what else? Yeah, I really have a good time right there. And then working for is it famous? Yeah, famous because the famous people. Uh, what else? So I accomplished that, and then of course you want to dream big. I always often want to dream like I'm working for a uh, big stop, with a lot of people, and I did that. I was able to not only working with the big stuff, but I manage it. Can you believe that? I was managing, these people, and they are we are mixed. We have American people, English people, uh, Hispanic, a lot of Hispanic. I don't have. I love Hispanic people, but it's not easy to work with them. Who else? Of course, Filipino. Filipino. My favorite working with the staff. My favorite people are the Irish. Irish are the most hardworking and fair. I miss my Irish worker. So then what else? So yeah, I accomplished that, and then later on, I said I want to make six figures salary, and of course that's your dream, and I did that. I was able to reach that. What else? So many things, and I don't. The other things I don't want to mention now because it would be too much. It's like bragging. Um, yeah, I did met a lot of high-profile people, politician, you name it. I met President Nixon. Uh, who else? Yeah, McCain, Senator McCain. So many. Some of them I can remember. No, Speaker Gingrich. Even those Wall Street guys. Oh, this some of the famous Wall Street guys, met a lot of them. Uh, yeah, and then my resume. I worked for two family that they own the uh, Dow 30 Dow Jones. There's like a 30 company. There's a two company. The family I work for, they have how to say this. The two families that I work for, uh, their business is in the in the 30, Dow Jones 30. Um, so maybe that's also one reason I get I get hooked with the stock market. I've been playing the stock market since very young. I don't play big, but I'm like a very conservative, very careful with the stock market. So I remember I remember you during my break. I would go to Quick and Riley. I don't know if you guys still remember Quick and Riley. I used to go there like on my lunch break, looking at the stock market and then looking at the yeah. Every time I get the TV on, my boss, usually they don't mind if I turn the TV on. I usually turn it on the stock market, and then every time this guy, I remember his name is Dan. Can't remember the last name. He's one of the analyzer. What do you call that? Analyst at the CNBC, and then Dorfman, Dan Dorfman. Every time he came out, and he has he has like a he wants to say something about the stock. If he give a positive prediction, the stock will move. Like maybe a couple of points. So every time he recommend a stock, I go on my lunch break, go to Quick and Ready, buy maybe 50 share, or sometimes if I have money, 100 share. I don't buy a lot. And then every time the let's say the stock I make a profit like 500, I will sell it right away. To me, that 500 is a lot of money. Even that we're talking about this is, I think, in the 90s. So hey, not so bad, right? If I can make extra 500, with quick money uh, on the stock market, so not so bad. I don't consider myself a day trader. I never do a day trader. I usually buy and then all good company on the bad news, and you buy 50 or 100 share, and then I wait maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then when it go back up, I just sell it right away. I get out, quickly. So yeah, what else? Yeah, I accomplished, a lot of success. And the other thing that I really wanted, but I'm not going to mention, uh, something I did accomplish that too. And then some people were wondering, like, so you're butler. What do you do? You just serve the table. So butler is a lot of things. You can be used to be in the old days. I also teach etiquette. By the way, I used to also teach etiquette. How to serve, how's the seating arrangement. When you have when you have high profile people, we have royalty people came to the house, and I have to arrange that, make sure you have the right seating arrangement, and then how to serve. I would teach the other butler that I hire. Sometimes I have to hire extra to help me with the event, special event, and then I would teach them how to do it, how to serve, who to serve first. Yeah, this is it's a lot of if you watch that movie, it's starring Anthony Hopkins. It's called the Remain of the Day. That's pretty with sermon that tell you like what I do at work. But of course, it's not like that house that Anthony Hopkins. That's humongous. That's too big. It's not like that. The house I work pretty big, but it's not like that size. I have worked in I worked for this Englishman. He owned like thousands of acre, like 10,000 of acre, and then he we live in a farm. He owned a lot of houses, like more than 10 houses, and the main house is of course the owner, and then the other houses, was given to the staff. I got one house also. It's not given to us, but just to rent free. You when you work for him, you get a place to stay. So yeah, when you work for these wealthy people, you will have an amazing life. I have experienced so many things that I could not, I could never afford it. I I remember going to like a baseball game. I was sitting in the owner box. Can you believe I was sitting in the owner box? All right, so then yeah, you get lots of freebie. You got lots of uh, and then if I go to like a Broadway show, sometimes my boss give me their ticket. Sometimes they all of a sudden they have something else to invite, and they cannot go to the Broadway show. They give it to me, and of course, when your boss give you their ticket, it's just the best seat in town. You get the front row seat. It's the best seat, front and center. So yeah, I got a lot of. When I think back, I tell you, I am very grateful. I'm very grateful. Um, so what else? Let me see. I'm sure I forget other things that I want to mention. Um my regret was my regret was probably I had not uh, done sooner, because right now uh, I feel like I'm too old. And then once I stopped working, I feel like it just went down the drain so fast. Like I can before. My mind is like I'm still like 20 years old. But of course my body doesn't agree with that. But now my body saying I'm old, and then my mind also thinking that I'm old. I think that's the probably that's the drawback, of retiring. I don't know. Let me know your situation. Do you ever feel that way? That's what I felt. I felt like I get older much faster once I retired, right? Because, and at the same time, I also feel like I am very cranky. I get very cranky. I'm always cranky, but when I'm working, I try to put a good face. I share this with my viewer. I always try to put a good face, like always very positive. That's what I preach to my staff, positive. I keep saying to my staff, when you come in here to work, leave your problem at the doorstep. Don't bring it in. Leave it there. Uh, and I try to always motivate people at work. But then when I'm off, I am totally different. I am very very like when I'm off, don't even bother to like no, usually people still call me. I'm okay with that, because I rather know the problem than surprise. But let's say when I'm off, and then somebody try to solicit, uh, knocking on my door, I would be very nasty. I would be very pissed. And then when I'm off, I also like don't like to talk to people. Totally different. I don't like to talk to people. So maybe because like what I try to describe is I'm trying to put on a show for 5 days, and then when I'm off, I want to be exactly myself. And then now I'm retired. This is exactly. I don't have to put on a show anymore, except when I try to make a video. So I'm very cranky. And then when I went to the Philippines, like I told you, I was not happy. Second day in the Philippines, I was just like, oh, I make a mistake. I plan to stay here for a month. Can you imagine that, a month? And then I cannot stand the heat. I cannot stand the smell. I cannot stand the traffic. And I was like, oh, second day I was looking already, like looking for a place. I was telling my wife that maybe we go to Japan. We're gonna cut the trip. We're gonna, like, I'm not gonna go to other province that we were planning. I was thinking, I was looking for a cooler place. I'm trying to research, and then my cousin said, if you want to go to Japan, it's still much cooler right now than the Philippines. And I was like, try to get information, and then I said, no, I don't have that energy to 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 reroute or something like that, because I don't make plan like this. When I plan on something, I plan it would take me, I have to think about like a thousand times. Is this what you really want? Is this what you really want to do before I jump in? I cannot, like other people, like boom, 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 you go, go, go. I can't do that. And now, when you get old, when you're getting older, it's much harder. So yeah, I was disappointed. That was a big disappointment. Uh, like again, I still have lot. I took a lot of video. I still have not posted. Uh, but the only thing that I really enjoyed was meeting spending time with my family and my friends from grade school. I love them. I have really that is the my, like, a comfort zone. Even, some we go to a house, one of my friend, and I don't know if he got the AC on or not, but I feel, like I feel hot, but I'm okay because, you know we were chatting, we were talking about the good old days, and we were all very happy. So, I don't even pay attention to the heat or something like that. What else? So yeah, I feel like I get older faster. So I have to reprogram my brain again. I have to reprogram. Hey, you know, think positive, and then think about what I'm want to try to say. Like, okay, so this is 2024, end of the year, and I'm very. Oh, the other things. Yeah, I love politics, and I am so happy that we're gonna have a new president uh, in January. So it's good. It's good that you have. I'm not saying all the bad about this president right now. I mean, he did the good things also, and I have to be very thankful too. I mean, the interest went so high, right? We all enjoy that. I remember the like 4 years ago. Uh, I have some of my money was just sitting on a, like a no interest checking account, right? Six figure, just sitting on the checking account, and then my bank usually call me every couple of months, calling me. Don't you want to put it in a CD, or maybe in an investment account or something like that? I said, no, 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 I'm okay. I might need it. I might need it. I don't know. It's just I suffer something when I was almost go homeless. I almost. I'm sure you hear my story. When I was young, we almost go homeless. So this is always like in my mind. It was always like insecurity. Let's just say insecurity. I always think that I'm gonna need the money. I'm gonna need the money. I gotta have cash, right there. And then I remember the bank keep calling me, and then one day I get like I'm already start to get pissed. I said, you know what? Because I know the manager anyway. So I said, I appreciate it, but I just have to tell her. I said, it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. I just always feel like I'm gonna need the money. Leave it alone. So I said, leave it alone. I say I appreciate it, but it's a mental thing. When I said that, she never called me again. She understand. It's a mental thing. Yeah, I'm not proud, but I just think that I always like might gonna need the money. But now I got the Social Security, so I don't worry now. I don't put I put it. I invest the money now. Uh, so I have to thank the president for getting the interest so high. Anyway, what else? I think that's it. Um, Folks, just let me know. People who are retired. Do you feel like you get older faster now that you're retired? That's what I feel. And I also sometimes, not all the, I'm gonna tell you, I'm still very busy. I don't know why. There's so many things to do. Uh, so it's not like there are time I just woke up. I don't know what to do today. Like I'm bored. Do I miss going to work? No, I don't. My work is very easy. It's not hard work. It's not like you're gonna sweat something like that. No, it's not like that. But it's the pressure is the dealing with boss. Sometimes would drive you crazy. Would drive you crazy. You know, their problem is not like our problem. Our problem is like hey, we have a bill to pay, right? Their problem is like, I missed my hair appointment. Can you make sure what's going on? They just cancel my hair appointment or something else. Something like that. That's their problem, and it's a big deal. Something like that will create a chaos in the house. So, uh, yeah. And then you have to deal with the staff. They all like to throw in drama or something like that. That's the stress. But other than that, yeah, I do miss getting call, because when you getting call, you feel like important, right? Now nobody call you. You're like you are nobody now. You are nobody. So yeah, I miss it sometime. What else? But can complain. Can complain. We're still healthy, and we have. Uh, yeah, I try to live a simple life. Try to live like I am a poor. I'm a poor guy. And Christmas Eve, we used to go cook a lot. Cook a lot. But no, no, no. We downsize. We just have one dish for Christmas Eve, but we love it. We love it. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have I think one or two dish. I'm gonna have one or two dish. It's I'm gonna make a Filipino food. It's kare kare. Kare kare. It's use normally you use oxtail for kare kare. I'm sure expat know that with bagoong. But since oxtail is so expensive, I came up with the idea. I'm using a beef neck bone. Just tastes just the same. So it's much cheaper. It's you got the oxtail is just one pack of oxtail is like uh, $25, and then maybe you get four oxtail, and then with the neck bone I can get double for less money. So I decided to just use the neck bone, a bit neck bone. We like cooking with the bone because you eat less meat, when you eat with the bone, and it's tasty. It's more tasty and delicious. So I think that's it. I'm like again, I am very thankful for 20. It's been a very good year for me. I can't deny that. It's been a very good year for me. The only like a regret probably was I have not. Oh, my biggest regret was probably I did not take cut off my people that are toxic to me. That I did not cut off early. I should have done it much early. Sometimes when you talk about toxic people, you think toxic people are these people that are like uh, maybe abusive, like try to hurt you or something like this. No, sometimes you have to identify that. Sometimes it's hard to identify toxic people in your life, but some of the toxic people can be very sweet to you, but they are dragging you down every time. So these are also considered toxic people, and you have to identify that. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. Just like selling a stock. It's easy to buy. I have no problem buying stock because I know when I buy low. My problem was the selling the stock. I don't know if you uh, believe what I said. It's much harder to sell the stock than to buy. Buy, you can always buy low, and then the selling part was the hard because you don't know, is it time to sell or not. You're always thinking what happened if I sell and then the stock go up again. So that's why I would refer to like identifying the toxic people, like selling a stock. It's not easy. Anyway, so let me know your thought on my question was that do you feel like getting older faster when you retired or not, or is it just me? What should I do? Should I do something else? Any suggestion? Would love to hear from you. Thank you guys. Take care. Stay safe. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope 2025 will be the best for you and your family. Take care. Bye bye.